Hi everyone, my name is Robert Harrison. I'm an executive coach. I'm also a board certified hypnotist and I'm a trainer with NLP of California. I am a hypnosis trainer and I'm also a trainer in neurolinguistic programming. And I'm proud to be able to bring to you now the 2-day Wealthy Mind experience. This was created by Tim and Chris Halbum, the owners and directors of the NLP Institute of California. And this 2-day experience is a workshop. It's not a seminar, which means we're not just going to give you information that you can then hope to use when you leave, which quite often people don't fully take advantage of. It's going to be an actual workshop. And our goal is to do a real intervention in that 2-day period. Now, what is the Wealthy Mind and how does it work? Wealthy Mind is not just about money, although that is the focus for many people, and there is a focus on money during the training. But a wealthy mind and a wealthy mindset is the ability to create what you want and bring it forth in your life, which means you have to have an abundance or a wealthy mindset inside to support you consistently taking the actions, going through the learning, and getting yourself from where you are to where you want to be. So, whether your personal focus is relationships, or your physical health, or money, or perhaps your career, perhaps you're interested in getting a job promotion or a better job, or perhaps you're interested in starting your own business, or maybe you own a business and you want it to be more fruitful, you want it to run better, or work less hours. Whatever that particular goal is for you, this will be an opportunity to really focus in on it for 2 days, to get clear about where you are getting stuck currently. And one of the themes we're going to teach you about is what's called the 7 universal cycles of change. And these are the 7 cycles we all go through, that all living things go through. And this has been as consistent and true as long as the world has been here. This is how everything operates that is living. It goes through these cycles of change. Some would even argue that inanimate objects go through the same cycles. But step 1 is to identify where you are in that cycle so that you have an understanding of what needs to happen next in order to get where you want to go. The second thing is we're going to go over what's called the 9 keys of bring forthism. This is the ability to consciously create what you actually want in your life and bring it to you. What you're actually going to do on the inside and on the outside to really bring it forth. And this is well beyond what most people would consider manifesting. This is very scientific. It is evidence-based. There's a tremendous amount of research behind it. And in fact, there's quite an extensive bibliography in the back of the training manual for this. And you'll get a training manual similar to this during the 2-day experience with everything we will be teaching you. And once you know those 9 keys, you will be able to consistently set meaningful goals that are in alignment with what you really value most. A lot of times we get an idea of something that we want, but we don't really fully think it through, and that is part of the problem of what happens that prevents us from actually reaching it, because there might be concern. Part of us really wants to do it. Another part of us is kind of, I'm not so sure, because there might be some sort of fallout as a result of getting that result. So these 9 keys to bring forthism, and you don't even have to do all 9 of them. They give you 9 different ways to make that a real reality. And then we're going to, once we've identified what that meaningful goal is in a way that's going to really be what we call ecological long-term. That means it's good for all parts of your mind. It's good for all of the people in your family, for example. If you own a business, it's good for the whole company. It's a well-formed goal that doesn't really have any apparent downside. So it's important to always check for that. Then we're going to show you how to identify what is actually getting in the way specifically. And we're going to be focusing on the layer of beliefs, because beliefs, what we believe we can and cannot do, is what ultimately drives human behavior. It drives what we even consider as a possibility or not. And I'll give you example after example after example during the training, but here's a little one right now. Prior to May 6, 1954, for over 9 years, runners had been trying to break the 4-minute mile. It just couldn't be broken. And in fact, it had gone on for so long, scientists started to believe after a while that it was a physical impossibility, that human mechanics would not even allow it. And they started to come up with theories as to why that was. They started to explain why that was. And so, but on May 6, 1954, a gentleman by the name of Roger Bannister broke the 4-minute mile. And that was a complete game changer. He completely, in one moment, in exactly less than 4 minutes, disproved all those theories because he had proved it could be done. Now, what's really interesting about that, and what demonstrates the power of belief, is that within a year, a gentleman by the name of John Lundy also broke the 4-minute mile and did it a second faster than Roger Bannister. And over the next 9 years, more than 200 people, in addition, broke the 4-minute mile. Why? Because they knew it could be done, because they believed it was possible. Now, in the field of neuroscience, Bruce Lipton, a researcher and a doctor in the field of neuroscience, has said that most beliefs are formed in the mind between the ages of 0 and 6. And they're formed by what we call an imprint experience. An imprint experience is an experience in the past that could be real or imagined at the time. Doesn't mean it's even accurate, but an experience that perhaps you went through a long, long time ago, and a decision was made as a result of that experience. Or a story was told to yourself about who you are and what you're capable of doing. And quite often those stories are the result of 1 or 2 or 3 experiences, maybe with one particular person who was having a tough day or under a tremendous amount of stress or not feeling well or off a little bit, or we don't know what their life circumstance was. But as a result of that, at that very young, so impressionable age, you made a decision about yourself, about who you are, about what you were capable of doing, about what was possible for you. And then you closed that book and you left it that way for the next 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50 plus years. Well, I ask you, what if you could go back in time and open up that book and rewrite that story? And that's what this 2-day experience really, legitimately is about. It's about identifying a meaningful goal for you, identifying the limiting belief that's preventing you from actually achieving it, and then changing it, actually changing it by the end of the second day. And then giving you this model of bring-forthism so that you can then go and consciously create it and actually bring it into your life in a real way. It is a phenomenal course. I'm so thrilled and proud to be able to teach it and to present it. And I really hope to see you there. And whether you are brand new to NLP and don't even know what it is, don't even know that it's neuro-linguistic programming, reprogramming your nervous system through the use of language, whether you understand that stuff or not, this course is going to be perfect for you. It's a perfect introduction because it's simple, it's easy, and it's going to walk you through step by step how to change, identify and change a limiting belief that gets in the way of you creating the life you really want. And you don't have to know any additional or previous NLP to be able to do that. If you are a veteran NLP practitioner, maybe even a master practitioner, maybe even a trainer, if you've been doing this work or working as a coach or a hypnotist for years on end helping people, this is an amazing, clear, coherent, powerful, simple model that you can use to help the people that you are of service to, or even just help yourself It's that good. So I really hope to see you there. If you have any questions, it will probably be an email or phone number on a link below or to the side or somewhere. And if you're new to the world of neurolinguistic programming and NLP, welcome. It is quite a wild ride, and I hope to see you there. Take care.